Good afternoon everyone. I've gone to the beach, which I probably should have done in the morning because now the sun is here in full force and I've got no shade even though I'm undercover. All the last 3 days I've been doing skyscapes because we've had some beautiful sunsets, but I have had a few incidents with mozzies, so I'd rather not do sunsets anymore. Today I thought I'd like to do a seascape. The ocean is quite flat. There's waves crashing on the beach, but otherwise it's pretty flat out in the open. And it was overcast until a little while ago, but the sun's coming out now. There's still a couple of clouds, so I might get a little bit of shade, hopefully soon. I brought along my Canson 180 degree art book, and I'm going to do some nature journaling and some landscapitos, so mini landscapes first, to figure out what composition I want to do. And then afterwards I've got a postcard, these Etcher watercolor postcard from Etcher Lab. So I've just taped it down using washi tape, and that's acting like my clipboard. So it's a hard backing and it helps it stop warping when it gets wet. The flies are really annoying. Yeah, once I've decided on the composition, I will paint my actual landscape for Plein Airpril. In case you're not familiar with Plein Airpril, it's a challenge where for the month of April, every day you go out and do some plein air painting. And as the name suggests, plein air, you're painting outdoors. So here are the three views that I'm considering. So we've got this one between the trees with the surfers, and then as I come across, it's like it's a really bright light of the sun on the ocean, and little gap of the dunes, and finally between the pole and the dune, just sort of plain ocean and the clouds maybe. So I've just done 3 thumbnails, 1, 2, 3, and I think I'm going to go with a third one for the back. The only problem with my setup is that I have to wait for this page to dry before I can close the book so I can paint the postcard. The one I've ultimately decided on is one that's a bit northwest facing, and there were some surfers that were just out in the ocean, and occasionally a wave would break there, so I had like a nice little bit of white to put down on the page, and it was nicely composed between 2 trees in the foreground here. So I'm going to try and capture that in a portrait format. I hadn't even thought of sitting in this position until the sun sort of got too annoying, so then I shifted over here. Once this dries, and I think it's just about done, then I can get onto the postcard.